This Sneako and Andrew Tate beef just keeps getting worse.
How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched it. Any drama, this is what you got. This is where your platform went to. Escaping the Matrix has went so low to calling me gay. That's what you're gonna do?
These two have been taking shots at each other ever since all the backlash and getting banned from Miami over that corny ass Nazi party. With that whole situation ended with Andrew Tate throwing Sneako under the bus to save himself.
Come through, we're with Sneako, is that okay? And he came along and he made a mess. And I could sit here and blame it all on him. And even though he put the song on, I just don't think.
I didn't. He's lying right now. I didn't. I don't know where he got that, but what I think he's doing, I think Tate is strategically, I think he got scared.
But at this point, the more these two keep exposing each other, the more it just further proves what we've all known for years, that all of these red pill manosphere influencers are just lame. And it's just a mystery why anybody ever followed either of these guys in the first place.
No, I'm not gonna f you, bro. Get out of here. I just tried to ignore the kid for 5 years. Here we are 5 years later. He won't stop talking about me. And if you watch him do it, guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage.
They think you're stupid. You turn yourself into a clown. What are you gonna do now? Content? What are you gonna do? Fight? Do a boxing match with Chase DeMore? What else are you gonna do? Politics? You get everything wrong. You say you don't read. How are you going to talk about geopolitics when you say that reading is gay?
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it. At 1 in the morning, Andrew Tate tweeted, 1,000 retweets and I'll finally explain why I had to stop talking to him. Referencing Sneako, and of course, he got more than 1,000 retweets. But before he could even get to it, Sneako pulled an 8 Mile, literally addressed every single thing that Andrew Tate could have had on him or would say about him.
I know what he's going to bring up. I already know what the tactic is to be. These people are easy to read.
Anytime I think of 8 Mile, it always pops in my head. And Clarence's parents had a real good marriage. I don't know why it's late. I'm delirious. Leave me alone.
I didn't want to address it on stream. I'm going to address it before it happens. Maybe people will clip it up. What he's going to do, he's going to bring up clips from a podcast from like 5-6 years ago where I was a stand-up comedian at the time and we were joking and on streams joking.
When the fuck was Sneako a stand-up comedian? Did I miss that chapter?
Joking about like, oh, have you ever thought about being gay? Yeah, it's a joke. The other one they're going to bring up, there's fake pictures going around where people pretend that there's these, like they say that you did gay. Most of those pictures are fake. The other ones, I was 17 and there are leaked photos that I sent to a girl that leaked online. They're fake. And people post that and they've ran with this lie. The pictures that have circulated are not real. The other one, there's, and of course I never wanted to talk about this stuff. It's embarrassing, but it got leaked and then the person got arrested. It wasn't part of like this shoot or this magazine. This was private stuff and it was posted when I was 17. And that's circulated around. I already know what he's gonna do. And then he's gonna also show modeling pictures because I used to model high fashion for Burberry and Nike. That's what he's gonna do, I guarantee you. And so he's gonna bring this up and then try, oh, he's gay, but he's not gonna talk about what my platform is used for this anti-war position, for not wanting to get my country to go and die for Israel while he lives in Romania. Talk, oh, Dubai, they're clout chasers. But this is what they have, it's character assassination. I already know what it's gonna be, guarantee you. But also, what he might even do is go further and talk about people in my personal life, which is completely across the line. And it's time and time again, it's the people that are closest to you that you've defended the most. People that I've went to back and forth with moist criticals because I was defending people that I thought were my friends.
All the big negatives that hurt Sneako's career was defending people that are shitting on him now. Whether it was him defending Fresh, who was absolutely lying at the time, and getting into it with Charlie, which made Sneako become a meme with the whole Clips thing, or him platforming people like Nick Fuentes when he was banned from everywhere and that hurting his channel, and defending Andrew Tate as much as he did when he was locked up in Romania, I think. He definitely has been a poor judge of character and has put his self and career on the line for people that don't really fuck with him.
Tate, I probably got banned and my reputation changed forever because of the Manosphere Association, the Red Pill Association, because I was defending him so much. Look at what he's doing now. None of that was reciprocated. It's to my face. Andrew Tate says no issue, shakes my hand, and wants to do a video with me in New York. Then the club thing happens, it goes and tries to throw me under the bus to ruin my character, to try to ruin my career. No, and I see people in the chat, you don't stoop to their level. That's what they want to bring you down. They want to demoralize you so that you don't keep speaking the truth. You got tech teams in Israel. I'm going to stick on this. I'm not going to get into these petty battles. I don't advocate for any doxing. I don't want anybody to stoop to that level and go there. Don't do that. We're better than that. This is love speech. This platform is used for something greater. I'm trying to get to the truth. And it's Ramadan. You're not supposed to spike your cortisol. This is a very holy time. Ramadan Kareem. Someone like Andrew Tate, he calls himself Muslim. He's going to talk about me, and he's going to try to assassinate my character more than he's ever said a word about Ramadan. Talk about immigrants slaughtering your daughter, hasn't said one word about the holy month, the most important time for Muslims. And especially right now when there's literally a war on Muslims. People in our government are saying Muslims don't even belong in our country. Congressman.
These influencers are all weird to me. Sneako acting like he's sowing his feelings of butthurt about the Republican Party talking bad about Muslims, considering he supported Trump in the last election against Kamala Harris.
What made you change your mind? I like when he brought the sheikhs in from Yemen up at his rally, because what was the major point of contention was I wasn't sure how much he was gonna do about Palestine, but I think that he's going undercover about it, and I think he does just want to end the war. If you saw what he said to Khabib, and he just can't be too public about it. He's being strategic.
Idiot. Knowing that Trump did a Muslim ban his first term, knowing how bad he talked about Muslims the entire time he's been in the political field. So how is he surprised or offended now about how people on the right talk about Muslims when that's always been the case? I don't understand people like Sneako who vote against their own self-interest.
And yeah, this is nothing new. I have nothing to hide. I never committed a crime. So they want to go there, man, then they're going to go there.
Andrew Tate did indeed go on a full Sneako assault.
Guys, I know everyone's giving him a hard time right now, but I'm not here to end Sneako's career. I mean, I could. I'm that guy.
The amount of aura Andrew Tate lost after getting beat up in a boxing match by a dude that could not even throw a jab is astounding. All the tough talk and bravado really is unbelievable when you know most people could beat him up at this point.
So it seems he's got himself exposed and all these revelations are going to come to light. So I'm going to tell you a very factual story. I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm not here to insult anyone. I have no personal vendetta against anybody. I'm not mad at anyone who's ever insulted me. I'm just a guy. And I'm just here to tell the version of the story as I lived it. I'm just here to tell the truth. That's it. I'm just going to tell you some facts. A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me.
That's actually facts. I do remember when Sneako became a mini Andrew Tate. When he was on Fresh and Fit, he would like sit like him and hold his hand the same. He was wearing the same type of shades. There was a video of him walking down the street selling courses or membership, just like Andrew Tate with the Real World.
And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much, Myron and Fresh, great guys. They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird.
I definitely remember him wearing these shades, kind of like sitting like Andrew Tate, talking like Andrew Tate. That's facts. That actually did happen.
They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. He started telling me that he had this thing that was exposed. He had this big scandal.
I've seen her other men, and it's just like that.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I saw it. Like,
that's fantastic stuff.
So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was imagine seeing the girl you love like
Get fucked.
get fucked.
You love her?
Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her.
The fact that he ever admitted that on camera is still the craziest thing to me. Like, that's something you take to your grave.
And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
But like when I was like 14, yeah, I thought I was gay. I watched it.
Nigga, you gay.
And when I realized he was coming on to me,
Anytime I see a Boondocks clip, I laugh. I'm sorry. Boondocks is God tier. We know that.
I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this Gossip Girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. My brand isn't sitting online and constantly insulting other people like his is. So I thought, let me just cut him off. He's obsessed with me. He's a bit weird. I don't want to ruin the guy's career. Let me just go his own separate way. Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed. Guys, I I don't like saying this. I feel uncomfortable making this video. I wanted all of this to go away. I just said, no, I'm not gonna f you, bro. Get out of here. I just tried to ignore the kid for 5 years. Here we are 5 years later. He won't stop talking about me. And if you watch him do it, guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage. He is enraged. Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing, constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private, as opposed to me.
Exposing text messages is crazy work. This is why you don't trust people. You have your friends, the friends that you know you can count on, trust, they can trust you. That's who you're open and honest with. But other than that, do not trust people, especially with information that could expose you to looking crazy online.
His private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation. But I live in an Islamic country. I live in Dubai. He lives in New York. You know, he walks around during Pride Month in New York. Guys, I really didn't want to do this video, but it's all coming to light. I woke up this morning with a few text messages.
I actually think Andrew Tate has a good point there with how you carry your religion. If you're a person that's very vocal about what you believe, very upfront about it, it's part of your personality. But I also don't think that gives anybody room to judge other people who choose to keep their religious beliefs private. It doesn't make you a better Christian, Catholic, or Muslim than anybody else. It's just you're choosing to carry your faith differently. And Sneako has had a habit of doing that. I think that's why Low and Asian kind of fell off from him initially. Because unless everybody talked about their religion or their politics or what was going on in the world the way he did in their content, then he judged them for fence sitting or not standing on their beliefs or whatever. When that's just not the case. Most people don't function like that.
I woke up this morning with a few text messages from people who know very well saying, is it true that this person does these things? And I'm like, oh, so this is about to blow up all over the internet. I said a long time ago to Sneako once on one of my emergency meetings, I said, don't come at me, bro, because I could have ruined your career and I didn't. I am the nicest man. If he had this kind of information on anyone else, he'd post a screenshot, he'd sit there like a little girl, he'd do a full breakdown, he'd talk about it for years. I'm the top G, and then because that's who he is. I've known he's gay forever and I didn't care. He came on to me, it was weird. It's gonna come out what he's really been up to. You're gonna see he's not a pinnacle of Islam. He's not a pinnacle of morality. He's very far from it. And that's why I had to stop talking to the guy. So I'm making this video now just to make it clear that I rejected him. I said no. Hey, stop, that's gay. That's why he won't stop talking about me. That's why you can see in his eyes he is so angry. That's why I am the content of his entire life. That's why, because I said no to the kid. I hope he, works it out. I wish him well. No matter how much he insults me, how much he wants to be me, he'll never be me. He's never respected like I am. He'll never achieve the heights of fame that I achieve. He'll never surpass me in any realm, no matter what. So I really, truthfully wish him the best. I didn't want to make this video. I'm only making it because it's all coming to light now. And I want everybody to see that once again, Tate was right. If you see Tate do something, it's because he's right. If you watch my entire career, all I've done is predict the future flawlessly. I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit. I didn't want to be hanging around with some little fruity.
I will never understand Andrew Tate having a black dad and being racist and saying the hard R. It's so weird that he's anti-black and self-hating. Did you see how effortlessly the hard R just flowed out? All of these people are losers.
We were on the same bed. I was with his girl. He was with my girl.
You
like
was
right here.
on the bed?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Nigga, you gay.
I thought that's weird. I ain't hanging around with this guy who's going to sex clubs in New York, getting tied up by dudes and asking. I'm not doing it. So here's the truth. That's the reason. I'm not going to talk on this again. He's going to tweet about me and talk about it for the next 200 years, and you're going to see the rage in his eyes, the suppressed homosexuality. That's a him problem. I'm busy winning. That's my version of the story. So when you see all this crap come out about him, I rejected him. I said no. And there's going to be some other people who are exposed that perhaps said yes, but I said no.
And of course, Sneako responded, especially after everything that Andrew Tate said and accused him of.
How about say a word about Ramadan, say a word about how bad this war is, say a
Dog, this picture of Andrew Tate is the funniest to me. Why does he look so scared? I never knew his teeth was that bad. My God. Sheesh.
word for your Muslim brothers. I'm not a gossip girl. I'm going to talk about the facts. You have tech teams in Israel. Tristan Tate has an Israeli girlfriend. Maybe it's clear, and this is why people are assuming that you're on the side you're on. You said the war was going to end in 24 hours. Retweet when I'm right. It's still going on. The GCC is still getting bombed. Dubai is still getting bombed. We're almost 2 weeks in. This is very clearly a war for Israel. This is what I'm talking about. You're saying it's obsession. The reason I talked about this stuff in the first place was that you went on the Patrick Bet-David podcast and said, Sneako did it, when we are listening to a song that triggers the Epstein regime. The same people bringing us into war get triggered by that song, da-na-na, the song that you guys undeniably know is a sonic masterpiece.
Bro, the way that Sneako is on the worst version of Kanye's Nuts is baffling to me. Not even good Kanye songs, not good music, not Graduation, nothing. Hell, Hitler's not a sonic masterpiece.
I'm clearing my name. You wanted a whole Jewish apology tour nationwide.
He did.
You went on the Steiny podcast, not the Nelk podcast, because you fell off and they don't even think that you're worthwhile to bring on the Full Send podcast anymore. Then you went on this other white guy in LA, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, my apologies, and said the same things. Sneak coping because you folded under the pressure from the Epstein regime. Now you're regretting it because the world is seeing that we are brought into a war for the same people that hated the song. The timing was not on your side. You probably shouldn't have folded. You probably regret that. Then you're saying I'm obsessed. You are begging me to fight you for $1 million. I'm obsessed with you. You're begging me to fight. What are you, 70 pounds heavier? Every professional boxer who's going to see this clip knows that is beyond pathetic to ask somebody, one, without any boxing experience at all, never had a fight. I'm not a gossip girl, but I think my gaydar goes off for him. We're at war right now. We're at war, and this is what you talk about. Does anyone buy this? Does anyone find this? Like, what evidence do you have? What proof do you have? We have text messages, leak it all, show it all. I don't have anything to hide. You think I care about this guy? The goy who has tech teams in Israel? Well, I have intelligence agencies after me. There's a coordinated attack. People are paying influencers to slander me.
What is up with all these people that get any of the backlash that they get, making conspiracy theories about how people are after them or trying to bring them down? Sneako is not important enough to have intelligence agencies after him or paying influencers to try to bring him down. Sneako is just a political streamer at the end of the day. It is not that serious.
This is not like this. Does anyone care about this guy? This is how much the fall off is. And this is hopefully the last time we have to address this. He's so desperate for at any glimpse of clout because he tried to get the Muslim out of side and everybody sees that it's clearly not his priority.
See, but even that, Andrew Tate was really the first person out of that big red pill wave that announced that he converted to Islam and was a Muslim now. And after that, while Sneako was still being an Andrew Tate clone, he also converted to Islam and became a Muslim. So even that is why Andrew Tate says that Sneako is grifting Islam, along with all the stuff he claims Sneako is doing behind the scenes.
Then you try to get the white supremacists on your side. White supremacists are totally right. They don't respect you. They think you're a good little house slave speaking up for them. They don't like you. They don't want you. You think that they want a mulatto guy who claims to be, who says he's Muslim, speaking up for white people, saying slur? You think that they're gonna like you because you say slurs? They think you're stupid. You turn yourself into a clown.
This is so confusing to me. Not too long ago, Sneako was riding for Nick Fuentes, who is the king of white supremacists. He's literally the voice of a generation of white supremacists. And this is who Sneako was platforming, bringing on debates with Abba back in the day, when Nick Fuentes was saying that mixing races was immoral and he doesn't believe in it, while Sneako himself is a product of racist mixing. So this is why some of the stuff that Sneako says rings hollow, because what he's accusing Andrew Tate of, he's also done. Like supporting white supremacy as a person of color.
Who claims to be, who says he's Muslim, speaking up for white people, saying slur. You think that they're gonna like you because you say slurs? They think you're stupid. You turn yourself into a clown. What are you gonna do now? Content? What are you gonna do? Fight? Do a boxing match? Boxing with Chase DeMore? What else are you gonna do? Politics? You get everything wrong. You say you don't read. How are you gonna talk about geopolitics when you say that reading is gay? So where are you gonna go from here? Petty drama? This is what you got? This is where your platform went to? Escaping the Matrix has went so low to calling me gay? That's what you're gonna do?
Because it was never about escaping any Matrix. It was about getting the biggest bag he can. As a matter of fact, for anybody that watched the Matrix, which is what the whole red pill references, these alpha males like Sneako and Andrew Tate were never Neo or Morpheus. They were Cypher. They were the dude that met with the agents, that sold out the crew for a steak dinner. They never cared about any of their audience. They were using all of them to get fame, a bag, and clout. That's why they can pivot so easily and not care about men's betterment at all.
You can't do content. You can't do politics. Red pill's over. Now what? That's why you're making this video. It's your last effort attempt at trying to get some sort of clout from whatever the situation is. The reality is you are so far removed from what people care about and what matters that you're doing this video at a time of war and during Ramadan when literally nobody cares anymore. One, most people think you're just a straight up clown. That's why you're not going to get attacked the way I got attacked. That's why you threw me under the bus, and they rubbed their hands together. Sneako did it. They loved you for that. So now they see you as on their side. They see you as a valuable asset.
That's a very good point. The way people see Andrew Tate now is basically just chasing clout and being a clown. Like doing a whole stream with Clavicular. The Andrew Tate that became famous, that sold everybody on getting out of the Matrix, would never even be associated with the person like that. But now that he's down, his reputation isn't what it was, it definitely seems like he does whatever he needs to do to chase clout.
Paid, controlled opposition who's going to be a clown and misdirect the conversation. That's what you've become. You've played your hand. They know where you stand. You have tech teams in Israel. You're not going to be able to ever stop what I'm doing. I was banned everywhere, by in part for supporting Palestine, for being anti-Israel, but also a major reason was supporting Tate when he was in jail.
Yeah.
It's on my Wikipedia. People know that. I went to bat because I really believe that these people wanted to escape the Matrix. We found out that that wasn't true. If you're going to fold over a song. And that was a mistake I made. And I have to live with that. Not proud of that. But I believe that it was right. And I think you guys all know, if you were there at the time, I believe that that was the right thing to do. I believed I was standing up for the truth.
This is where Sneako is such a loser to me. There was no truth that he was standing up for with the whole Hell Hitler song. He was being a corny-ass edgelord with everybody else in that van, especially Myron, and when they got called out for it, because in the real world, there are consequences for actions, for being racist, for whatever, that you don't experience online. So when they got those consequences, everybody else snapped back to reality and realized it wasn't cool, while Sneako kept defending playing Hell Hitler in public as if he was standing up for some deep truth, when in fact he wasn't. It was just an offensive song that nobody wants to hear. But because Sneako is a contrarian, he's just gonna do the opposite and stand on it like it's principle.
You know what Top Goy said? He said Sneako's a Jew to get his YouTube back. Does anybody believe this? But if you have that information, put it out there. What do you think I'm afraid of? Do it. Do your worst. Do everything you like. Try family. But when it comes to me, anything that you think that you have, put it out there. Do it. You think it's my first rodeo? You think it's the first time that I've had to do a back and forth or try to clear my name? I've been through it all. I'm going to go through it again. I don't care. You think I don't live with fear. That's the difference between me and Top Goy. I don't live with fear. I'm not afraid of people being able to manipulate Rothschild Goy bucks. I'll get canceled. I've been canceled. I'm not afraid of people who are going to say that if you don't apologize right now, we're going to shut down Huss's University. Tristan Tate said that word for word. Andrew's brother went on that Mark Shapiro podcast and said, my tech team's in Israel. They can pull the plug on my business at any moment. That's why you folded. They own you. Bring up fake pictures and then leaked images that I sent a girl when I was 17 years old. You're going to tell your Clippers to post underage pictures of me? One, that's a crime. And two, half of those things are fake. Then people are going to say, oh, you did gay. I didn't do. Half of these are fake. And the other ones were sent and leaked. And people were, they face consequences for that. Obviously, this is embarrassing. I don't want to keep talking about it. It's over 10 years ago. Not my best moment. Not proud of that. Yeah, did I think that girl was going to leak it? No, it is what it is. It happens. The difference is, if you're going to bring this up...
Fellas, if you're ever doing that, don't put your face in it. That way, if you get leaked for any reason, plausible deniability.
Literally did... You know that, right? He literally did... He brags about it. He goes on the Full Send podcast, brags about typing on the keyboard under the desk. This is what he did. Should he be, held accountable for this? No, he reverted, and we believe that past sins are forgiven. But this is the guy who's going to say that I'm gay, a guy who literally did and brags about it. I don't know if he's ever repented for that. It's fine.
Not defending Andrew Tate at all. What he did was weird, because Andrew Tate admitted while the cam girls were like on camera, he or his brother would be typing to the men, getting them to send money for saying whatever freaky shit that they were typing, which is very sus, very questionable. That also wasn't doing. Still weird though.
We're supposed to assume the best of our Muslim brother. It's Ramadan, but this is the person accusing me of being obsessed and gay. The guy who said that I'd rather sleep with Megan Fox with the dick than Hulk Hogan with a P. Are you mad because people are posting videos of you shooting a gun and they all call you Zesty? What is this cope? That's what you got? That's how you're going to end my career? He's gay. That's it? I'm not a gossip girl, but I think my gaydar goes off for him. We're at war right now.
Sneako also reacted to Andrew Tate's video a couple times, I think. So Andrew Tate wasn't lying when he said that Sneako was going to keep making videos about it. But hey, content got a content, right?
I live in an Islamic country. I live in Dubai. He lives in New York.
I live in Dubai. Oh my God. Okay. That was the big expose. That's gonna ruin my career. You got me.
He walks around during Pride Month in New York.
Dude's looking into my eyes. He's watching the clip where I'm saying, stole that. I'm Top G. I talk facts. Top G doesn't fold. And he's looking and he's like, that's suppressed. Those are gay eyes. I know it. I know what a gay guy. I know what gay is. I'm looking into his eye. When he calls himself top G's, it really means top gay. I know gay eyes when I see it.
Sneako's Andrew Tate impressions be on point though.
That was the big reveal. I live in Dubai. No disrespect to the UAE, but Dubai has got, out of all the Muslim cities in the world, has got to be by far the least Muslim city. Andrew Tate is saying that I tried to human traffic him in Romania. Can you believe it? That's his big expose. I could ruin his career. His big expose is that I tried to human traffic him in Romania. All right, dude, does that even need to be broken down about why that is stupid or just pathetic? If I tried to human traffic him in Romania, then why were you begging me to do a video in New York on stream at the Club Cost situation? Why would you shake my hand and say, there's no issue? What type of guy, like, doesn't, and even then, like, it's this weird thing where he invented this gay fantasy in his head and using that as slander and an attack. Not only, you know, amplifying doxing of my family, but then he invented this gay human trafficking fantasy in his head and put that out there. Like, who believes this? So he created this idea. It's like, this is why I don't talk to him. It's very sassy. It's like, I don't even want to be.
He just called him sassy. What happened to the red pill? They're just calling each other sassy now.
Dragged into this conversation. What do you want me to say? Like, I didn't try to human traffic Andrew Tate? What's the, how am I?
When did Andrew Tate say Sneako tried to human traffic him? If Sneako's referring to Andrew Tate saying he tried to hit on him, it was gay, then yeah, that's what Andrew Tate said. I don't think he said he tried to kidnap him and sell him into a sex ring or anything like that.
I'm supposed to debunk this. Are you going to provide evidence? He's obsessed with me. I'm not, bro, no one cares about the tech teams in Israel anymore.
All of this is just straight comedy because these were once the red pill alpha male guru guys that all these other men looked up to and made rich, arguing like a bunch of girls online. I do think out of this situation, Sneako kind of comes up looking the best. He didn't start any of this drama. He just responded to it. Meanwhile, Andrew Tate does 100% seem like he's just clout chasing. Like he doesn't have anything left to talk about or gain attention from. So he's just starting drama as he continues his downfall in popularity. In my opinion, just a bunch of unlikable people arguing with each other. It's just entertainment at this point. But shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting. Thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.